Carries. We will move on to issue number 16. Caseload and utilization will be moving forward. Next item the clerk will read.
Staff recommendation is to approve May revision.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Jones.
That motion carries. Issue 17 is an informational item we won't be voting on. We'll be moving on to issue 18, Assembly Bill 10 minimum wage increase. Please read the motion.
Okay. Staff recommendation is to adopt May revision and LAO supplemental reporting language.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That item is out. Issue 19, transition of residents of DCs into the community. Clerk will read the motion.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 20, serving consumers with behavioral health needs.
Staff recommendation is to approve May revision proposal.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 21, implementation of behavioral health treatment services by the Department of Health Care Services.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 22, enhanced behavioral support homes.
Staff recommendation is to approve trailer bill language.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That item is out. Issue 23, restoration of unrealized savings from Senate Bill 946.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 24, on Shannon's Mountain.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal with proposed change in the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye. Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 26, on the early start May revision proposals.
The staff recommendation is to approve both May revision proposals.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove. Aye.
You skip 25. You skip 25.
Going back in the order, we missed issue 25, general fund offset due to reduction in revenues from the Program Development Fund.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove.
Aye.
Jones.
That issue is out. Issue 27, sick leave proposal.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision and proposed trailer bill language, as well as adopting the LAO recommendation for supplemental reporting language to require DDS to provide the actual general fund costs for these proposals.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove.
Aye.
Jones.
That issue is out. Moving on to the Department of Rehabilitation. Clerk will read.
For issue 1, the staff recommendation is to approve May revision proposal.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove.
Aye.
Jones.
On issue 2, clerk will read.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted and adopt provisional placeholder budget bill language as detailed in the agenda.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove.
Aye.
Jones.
Moving on to the Department of Child Support Services, the clerk will read.
Staff recommendation is to approve the May revision proposal for caseload adjustments.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurmond.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu.
Aye.
Grove.
Aye.
Jones.
This concludes the items and actions from this committee in the areas of DDS. In just a moment, we'll be moving to taking action on a number of items in the human service realm for the Department of Social Services, California Department of Aging, and the Department of Health Care Services. Thank you to our previous clerk, and thank you to everyone for your cooperation. We'll be moving on shortly in just a moment for items related to human services.
Which number is that?
The very last one. The very last issue.
23 foster care.
And I'm not even cold, but I'm like,
Oh yeah.
That one, the replacement.
Oh, okay. Cal here's. Okay, so I'm gonna offer to make a replacement motion.
When he asked me to read the recommendation.
Okay, perfect.
We will resume as we move forward on a number of items in the human service realm. Moving first, the committee stands in order. We would ask anyone who wishes to have conversation to take their conversations outside of the chamber. The committee will resume, beginning with several actions related to the Department of Social Services. Issue 1, the clerk will read. Federal Immigration Reform Act for DSS programs, new premise.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That issue is out. On issue 2, the welfare to work 24-month clock estimate changes.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue 3, CalWorks non-MOE long-term sanction new premise with trailer bill language.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted with governor's proposal as placeholder trailer bill language.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones?
That
Has 3.
issue is out. Issue 4, trailer bill cleanup of statute affecting drug felon eligibility.
Staff recommendation is to approve the governor's proposal as placeholder trailer bill.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That issue is out. Trailer bill cleanup for CalWorks housing support program.
Staff recommendation is to approve the governor's proposal as placeholder trailer bill.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue number 6, DACA legal services funding. The clerk will read.
Staff recommendation is to approve a modification of the governor's May revision proposal, including the 2 positions at DSS with the following with conforming placeholder trailer bill language. An additional $15 million general fund ongoing, permit a grant-based program, allow for funds to be used for outreach, education, and naturalization assistance. Staff will work with DOF, the Department of Finance, on associated budget bill language and positions to conform to this action.
So moved.
Second.
So motion and a second. The clerk will call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That issue is out. Issue 7, Services to Commercially Sexually Exploited Children, or CSEC, and Strengthening Families Act.
Staff recommendation is to approve the governor's May revised proposal with regard to the compliance with new federal law. However, augment the proposal by $3.25 million general fund to avoid erosion of the $14 million general fund in 15-16 and ongoing for the CSEC program that was enacted as part of the 2014 budget. This is included in the foster care package issue in this agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue 8, CWS Case Record Reviews.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That item is out. Issue 9, Child Welfare Training Program Performance Data.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue 10, Psychotropic Medication for Children in Foster Care.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That item is out. Issue 11, Trailer Bill Proposal on Intensive Treatment Foster Care Rate.
Staff recommendation is to approve the governor's proposal as placeholder trailer bill.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
That issue is out. Issue 12, Drought Food Assistance Program.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue 13, previous issue is out. Issue 13, CalFresh Reporting Simplification, Eliminate Change Reporting.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove? Jones? Has 3.
Issue 14, SSI SSP COLA.
Staff recommendation is to provide an SSP COLA starting January 1, 2016 with the cost of $33 million general fund, $65.7 million full year cost with placeholder trailer bill to effectuate this change.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones? Grove?
Aye.
Has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 15, CalWorks COLA.
Staff recommendation is to provide a CalWorks COLA starting January 1, 2016 with the cost of $46 million general fund, $91.9 million full year cost with placeholder trailer bill to effectuate this change.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
No.
Jones? Has 3.
Issue 16, Housing Support Program.
Staff recommendation is to provide an augmentation of $30 million general fund in 2015-16 and ongoing for the CalWorks Housing Support Program. Make any necessary budget bill language or trailer bill language changes to correspond to this.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones? Jones has 4. Thank you.
That issue is out. On issue 17, repeal of maximum family grant MFG rule.
Staff recommendation is to conform to action taken in the Senate on the MFG with placeholder trailer bill to effectuate this change.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
No.
Jones has 3.
This issue is out. Issue 18, State Emergency Food Assistance Program.
Staff recommendation is to provide $3 million in ongoing support for the CFAP General Fund.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 19, Community Care Licensing, Next Phase Quality Enhancement and Program Improvement, BCP, and trailer bill language.
Staff recommendation is to approve as budgeted with placeholder trailer bill language per the administration's proposal.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 20, CalWorks Implementation Monitoring and Oversight.
Staff recommendation is to approve supplemental reporting language as included in the agenda
Is
under
there-
issue 20.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 21, CalFresh Reporting Simplification and Elimination of Change Reporting.
Staff recommendation is to approve the trailer bill language cleanup changes as included in the agenda on page 5 and on page 5.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
Issue 22, Adult Protective Services.
Staff recommendation is to approve the following trailer bill language as placeholder defining the adult protective services position as included in the agenda on page 7.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 23, Foster Care Package.
The staff recommendation is to adopt a foster care package that does the following as outlined below, or in the agenda. The package results in a combined net $56 million general fund in 2015-16 and ongoing to strengthen services and supports for children in foster care, assist with capacity building for movement out of group home care into family-based settings, and serve foster youth who may be facing housing challenges either as older youth or with their families. And the detail is in the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 24, Approve Relative Caregiver Cleanup Trailer Bill.
Staff recommendation is to approve placeholder trailer bill working from the administration's recently submitted draft with areas still to be resolved in the trailer bill process as outlined in the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
Issue 25, Child Near Fatalities Trailer Bill Language.
Staff recommendation is in an effort to allow additional time to the administration and stakeholders. We recommend approval of the following intent language as included in the agenda, that the administration has posted on this subject as placeholder, subject to further discussions and decisions in the trailer bill process. It is the subcommittee's understanding that this action will place the issue into conference, which will allow for additional time and consideration.
Is there a motion? We're going to leave issue 25 on call temporarily. We will come back to issue 25. Moving on to issue 26, licensing costs related to Sonoma Developmental Center.
Staff recommendation is to approve the request as proposed.
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu?
Aye.
Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue 27, caseload and other technical changes.
Are
Staff
we going to
recommend.
split this 1 through 6? Okay.
Right. Staff recommendation is included in the agenda is to approve the caseload and estimate changes as outlined. The member of the subcommittee has asked for a motion on numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 combined as outlined in the agenda.
We'll vote on these individually. The clerk will read each.
Or I think that's 1 through 6. 7, I don't want it. 7, I'm a no on.
We will take items 1 through 6 as a group. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Clerk will call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu? Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. On item 7, the clerk will read.
Staff recommends approval of the addition of budget bill item language, extension of liquidation period for unaccompanied, undocumented minors funding.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on the motion? Clerk will call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu? Grove?
No.
Jones has 3.
That issue is out. Moving on to the California Department of Aging and the Department of Healthcare Services. Issue 1, State Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program.
Staff recommendation has 2 parts. The first is to provide $5 million general fund ongoing to increase unannounced monitoring visits and investigations responding to complaints for long-term care ombudsman program. The second part is conforming to action taken in the Senate, increase funding by $1.4 million to the long-term care ombudsman program to facilitate an increase in skilled nursing facility complaint investigations and quarterly visits by A, directing $1 million on a one-time basis from the State Health Facility Citations Penalties account to the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program in 1516, and increasing the licensing and certification fee for skilled nursing facilities to generate $400,000 to support the LTC Ombudsman Program on an ongoing basis. Adopt placeholder trailer bill language to specify that this fee increase can be used for the Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second? There's a motion and a second. The clerk will call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu? Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Issue number 2, the Multipurpose Senior Services Program Transition Timeline.
Staff recommends approve the administration's revised TBL as placeholder, which includes refinements that have already been discussed between the advocates, primarily the California Commission on Aging and the MSSP Site Association, and administration, subject to further refinements in the TBL process.
Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu? Grove?
Aye.
Jones has 4.
That issue is out. Moving on to issues and continuing in the Department of Social Services. Issue 1, in-home supportive services, managed care hour reporting on the CMIPS system. Thank you, Madam Clerk. And please read, Mr. Clerk.
Staff recommendation is to appropriate $7 million, of which $2 million is general fund, to reprogram the CMIPS system to allow managed care plans to assign additional hours to IHSS recipients.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Please call the roll.
Thurman.
Aye.
Bonta.
Aye.
Chu. Grove.
No.
Jones.
That item is out. Moving on to items for the Health and Human Services Agency, the Department of Health Care Services, and the Department of Social Services. Issue 1 on Cal HERS and County Medi-Cal eligibility. The clerk will read.
Mr. Chair, there's an error in what's printed in the agenda, so I'll have to read the recommendation to you as corrected.
Please do.
The staff recommendation is to increase the May Revision County Administration allocation by $95.3 million, of which $31 million is general fund. Adopt budget bill language to allow the capturing of $31 million of savings identified by counties. Adopt May Revision SAW system cost adjustments. Adopt one Office of System Integration May Revision adjustments. Adopt budget bill provisional language allowing Department of Finance to augment county eligibility funding during the budget year if additional savings are identified with Joint Legislative Budget Committee notification, and to adopt trail bill language requiring the Office of System Integration to report to the legislature by April 1st, 2016 on the feasibility, benefits, costs, and risks of installing the MAGI eligibility decision engine in all, two, or just one of the SAWS consortia systems.
Can I have a motion as stated?
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Thurman?
Aye.
Bonta?
Aye.
Chu? Grove? Jones?
That item is out. 3-1. We're going to lift the call on issue number 25. It's child near fatalities trailer bill language. The clerk will read.
The staff recommendation was to allow additional time to the administration and stakeholders by approving intent language as included by DOF on their website regarding this issue to move this into conference.
We have a minute.
We're going to take a very brief recess, and we will reconvene shortly.
We wanted to see if you would open it up for speaking. We have people who came from Santa Rosa and Redding, California, several hours drive, and we'd like to be able to have an opportunity to speak.
We're going to take a brief recess. I'll come down and confer with you. We're going to take a brief recess right now. Thank you.